So lately I've been getting a lot of questions that I showed earlier on the video, and finally I can already discuss to you guys on the ways to come here in Dubai. It's another week and another vlog, and as promised from my previous vlog that I'll be doing a sit down vlog, and today we'll discuss and we will be talking about Habibi come to Dubai. Bear with me guys, because for sure this vlog will be long and boring vlog, because I'll just be discussing to you the tips and the things that you need to do to come here in Dubai. So for sure I have many friends there that are planning to come here in Dubai to seek for jobs or work. Before we discuss about work, we need to discuss first on the ways that you can get here in Dubai. So based on my research, there are 3 ways on how you can come here in Dubai. So first, it is through obtaining a working visa. Second is through obtaining a tourist visa. And third is through the visit visa. Okay, so we will discuss the differences of these 3 visas and what are the things that you need to prepare and where can you get this visa. So first is for the working visa. The working visa is the easiest and the most safest way to come here in Dubai. So where can you get your working visa? You can get it through the recruitment agency, but you have to make sure that the recruitment agency that you are partnering with should be legit and should be with POEA license. The positive side of obtaining a working visa is that there is a work guaranteed when you arrive here in Dubai. So susunduin ka na ng employer mo, and then yun, you don't need to search for a job as you arrive here in Dubai, because there's already a guaranteed work for you, or a work is already waiting for you here in Dubai if you obtain the working visa. Another positive side of obtaining the working visa is that there is no more questions from the Philippine immigrations, because your main purpose of your travel is for work. You have a valid visa, which is a working visa. Not much questions will be thrown to you by the immigration officer. Obtaining a working visa also has its negative side. One is that the process of obtaining the working visa is a lengthy process, as they say. And then another negative side is that there is no guarantee on when you will fly. So you do not know when you will come, because it's still up to the employer, or it's up to the agency as to when you can come here. So if you cannot really wait for the lengthy process of obtaining a working visa, there are 2 ways on how you can come here in Dubai. So dito na papasok si tourist visa at si visit visa. So you just have to make sure that if you obtain these 2 visas, since we have to go through immigration, you should get the proper requirements, you should have the proper documents, since our aim to come here in Dubai is for work. But then you obtain or you get tourist and visit visa, which these visas has different intention. Like for example, for tourist visa, from the name itself, tourist, so your intention should be for traveling, and for the visit visa is just to visit your family here. So you just have to make sure that when you obtain these visas, you need to have the proper documents. You have to complete the requirements needed for you not to be doubted by immigration officers, or for you not to be questioned, and to avoid offload, because we don't want to give a message to the immigration officers that we are going here in Dubai for work when you have a tourist or visit visa. Okay, first we will discuss about tourist visa. So where can you get the tourist visa? You can obtain the tourist visa through any travel agencies, and at the same time you can get the plane ticket from this travel agency. But just a tip, you just have to make sure that your plane ticket is a round trip ticket, which means that this will give the officers an impression that you'll be coming back to the Philippines. You're just here in Dubai for travel only, and you just have to make sure that you're going to get a 1-month visa only, because getting a 2 or 3 months tourist visa will give a doubt to the immigration officer. So you just have to get 1-month visa only. Anyways, when you arrive here in Dubai, you can extend this tourist visa. So what are the requirements that you need to prepare if you are having a tourist visa? So first is your passport, and then if you're working in the Philippines, you need to prepare your certificate of employment, company ID, salary certificate or payslip, bank statement, documents that certifies that you're working in the Philippines. Next, you have to make sure that you already have your hotel booking. Also make sure that you know the name of the hotel that you're booking, the address, and how many days you're staying there. Also, you need to prepare an itinerary of your travel. Lastly, also important is a leave certificate, especially when you're working. Those are some of the hinahanap ng immigration officer when you're traveling and you have a tourist visa. Also, when you're already in the airport, you have to dress like a tourist. Sabi nga nila, it's like dress to impress. So you have to give the immigration officers the impression that you are dressing for a vacation. Do not just wear simple attire, or as much as possible, avoid wearing formal attire also, which can give the immigration officers an impression that you are going to Dubai for work. Going to Dubai with a tourist visa, it's really a red flag. So as much as possible, if you can come here in group, it's better. There is a possibility na hindi kayo ma-offload. And then just be confident, and you have to make sure to give an impression to the immigration officers that you will be going back to the Philippines. So yun, that is the difficult side of obtaining a tourist visa when your intention of coming here is not really for travel but for work. Okay, so lastly, if you have relatives already here in Dubai, you can also get the visit visa. So where can you get the visit visa? You can also get this through any travel agencies. But for the visit visa, you need a sponsor, like your mother, father, brothers, sisters, or any relatives, as long as they can sponsor you. So what are the requirements that you need to prepare if you have the visit visa when you come here in Dubai? So there are like 2 sets of requirements that you need to prepare, which is your requirements or the documents that you need to prepare for yourself, and also the documents that you need to prepare which is from your sponsor. For your requirements that you need to prepare, you have to present COE, company ID, salary certificate, leave certificate, any documents that can possibly the immigration officer will ask you. Your main goal only to come here in Dubai with the visit visa is just for visit purposes. It might be like escort a minor, or for example, there is a relative here that needs your assistance, especially if a relative here is sick. So yeah, there are many reasons. And then for the requirements for your sponsor, you need to have a photocopy of the passport and the Emirates ID of your sponsor. And then you also need to prepare the verified contract of your sponsor, like for example the OEC and the OWA, the affidavit of support, birth certificate of your sponsor, and any other legal documents that can certify that your sponsor is really working here in Dubai. It's really important also to familiarize small details about your sponsor, because for sure the immigration officer will ask the level of your relationship with your sponsor. So like small important details you need to familiarize or to make sure that you can answer them well. And then yun, sometimes they will ask any other documents or proofs of your relationship with your sponsor. If your sponsor is your husband or wife, so you need to prepare also for your marriage contract. And then you have to make sure that be prepared on questions like kailan kayo kinasal, saan kayo kinasal, diba? Anything about the marriage, yeah, like that. Then for example, if it's your parents, then you must know when is the birthday of your parents, like that. And then also possible questions that you will get is, for example, like when was the last time your sponsor traveled, like that. So like you really have to be prepared. Okay, so that are the 3 visas that you can obtain so that you can come here in Dubai. Also, for the first timers, if it is your first time to travel internationally, just because you have the complete documents, you already have the visa, you have round trip ticket and a sponsor, even though you have already prepared everything, it does not guarantee na makakalabas ka sa Pinas. So what you need to do is you really have to prepare yourself. You really have to research on the possible immigration questions that will be thrown to you. interview. And then also you need to be confident, because I really know the feeling of being interviewed in the immigration, especially when you see in the social media posts about immigration experiences. It's really a nakakatakot talaga na experience. But when you're already there, you need to be confident and you need to show to them that you're not afraid to answer their questions. Kung ano yung question ni immigration officer, you just have to answer directly, or you just have to give a direct answer. Wag nang magpaligoy-ligoy pa, because it will give an impression to the immigration officers that you're not confident with your answer, so you like paligoy-ligoy ka pa. So just one question, one answer. Ganon lang, like simple, because the main goal is to convince the immigration officers that you will, or that you're going back to the Philippines since you're obtaining a tourist or visit visa. Unless lang if you are obtaining a working visa, there's no questions at all. But if you're obtaining a tourist and visit visa, you just have to assure your immigration officer that you will be going back to the Philippines. And also, you have to make sure to not let your immigration officer know that you are coming here for work. Do not let them know, because for sure they will offload you. And then lastly, one thing that you need and you always need to do if you're going here to Dubai, whatever visas that you will be obtaining, you need to pray and pray. You have to pray for maayos na interview with the immigration. Then you have to pray na sana mapunta ka sa mabait na immigration officer, because sometimes there are cases. Workmate ko, he got offloaded with that flight Cebu to Dubai direct because he only has a tourist visa, that's why. And it's really a red flag. So what happened? Because the immigration officer is like mabait, a good thing lang. So he was advised to book again another flight, but this time he should like go through Singapore. So it should be Cebu, Singapore, and then Singapore to Dubai. So by that time, he was able to pass through the immigration. So yeah, like you just have to pray na sana mabait yung immigration officer na magi-interview sa'yo. Although kahit meron doubts yung immigration officer, you can still pass through the immigration. So I have my own share of experience, because when I come here to Dubai, I did not have a working visa. I also had a tourist visa, but I can discuss to you more on that on a separate video, because it will be also another long story for how did I come here in Dubai. That is all that I can share on ways on how you can come here in Dubai. So again, you just need to obtain 3 visas. Either you can have the working visa if you're lucky enough to be hired on a recruitment agency, or you can have the tourist visa or the visit visa. So either of the 3, you just have to be confident and pray always, kasi sabi nga nila, if para sa'yo talaga, ibibigay yan sa'yo. So you just also have to always pray na hopefully you'll go through a smooth sailing process when you come here in Dubai, and hopefully I will see you soon here in Dubai. So yeah, I think that's all that I can share, and hopefully I was able to thoroughly discuss to you on the things that you need to prepare, the tip on how to come here in Dubai. And if you have questions, you can comment down on the video below, or you can also PM me. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all that I can discuss for now, and I will see you on my next video, wherein I will discuss my personal experience on how I come here in Dubai. So for now, that's all, and thanks for watching.